Welcome to Stephanie's Southern Kitchen. I was thinking the other day about Christmas candies, Thanksgiving dinners and things like that. And so I remembered one that we made whenever I was younger. My grandma and my mom always made it, and it's potato candy. And some of you may have heard of it, some of you may have not. But usually with potato candy, you take one potato. They called it an Irish potato back then. You take one potato, put it in a bowl, you boil it till it's like a mashed potato that you're going to mash. And then you put it in your bowl and you mash it just like you would mashed potatoes. They say to use an Irish potato because they have more starches, so it helps make the dough better. Okay, so now at this point is where I differ from my grandma and my mom's potato candy. At this point, I don't use the potato. I went ahead and did it to show y'all what to do with it. But at this point, you can either take your potato, it's about a half of a regular sized potato, and mash it, or you can take cream cheese, which is what I do, and I take about half a block of cream cheese. I went to a party one time and this is how they did theirs and I liked it. It's softer. Put it in your mixer. Start with about half. About 2 cups of confectionery sugar, powdered sugar, whichever one you want to call it. You can do this by hand or with the mixer, and I prefer the mixer. Because once that dough starts setting up, it gets hard to mix it. So turn it on, let it start mixing. Okay, it's still a little dry, so we're going to add some more cream cheese. You're wanting this to turn out like a bread dough, is what you want it to look like. So you just keep adding. If you get it too dry, then you can always add more cream cheese. If you get it too wet, you can always add more powdered sugar. This is a very forgiving recipe as long as you watch your consistency. You don't want it sticky because you're going to have to roll it out. that's 4 cups, and we're still adding powdered sugar. And this is one of those recipes you can't go exactly by 4 cups, 2 cups. It depends on humidity. A lot of factors go into this. Okay, it's starting to form a ball, so I'll get all this stuff off the sides, press it down. This was considered a Depression recipe back in the Depression when people didn't have a lot of money for ingredients and stuff. That's why they used the potato. That's why they used confectionery sugar and peanut butter. It's 3 ingredients, and it made a lot of candy. It's almost just a little bit more sugar. So we've got about 6 cups of sugar in there, and about 3/4 of the cream cheese. About the consistency we want. So now we take the rest of our powdered sugar, sprinkle it on our board, whatever you're using. You can use the counter, wash it down real good. Okay, now we'll take our dough. Okay, I washed my hands because this is the part that you have to start working with your hands. I'm going to put powdered sugar on your hands and on the dough. Then you'll start working it like you would if you were making biscuits or any kind of thing that you're going to be using dough with. looks about like the right consistency. Then you powder your you want to try to make it as like rectangle as you can, but we always, if it wasn't and there was little end pieces, that's what the kids always got. And so we was always hoping that there would be end pieces. You want it about 1/4 of an inch thick. Now, you'll take your peanut butter, whatever peanut butter of your choice is, and spread it all over. We like it pretty thick because we like to taste the peanut butter. Go almost to the edges. Okay. Now we'll start rolling it. You can do this on wax paper. It helps to lift it up, or if you have one of these, then you can use it too. Start rolling it up. Roll it as tight as you can. You can add vanilla if you want to, especially if you do it with the potato to give a little bit more flavor. There we go. Then take the rest of your little powder, straighten it out. cut the end pieces off. And that's what I was talking about. This is what the kids got. So we always love this part. Then put it on wax paper. Plenty powdered sugar on here, but if it was a little sticky, add your powder before you put your potato candy on it. And then roll it up. Squeeze the sides a little. Okay. Put it on a plate, long plate, or anything you have that it will hold, and then you'll put this in the freezer for about a half an hour before you can cut it, or it'll just mush down. Okay, after about a half hour being in the freezer, I took it out, and it's solid where you can cut it without it smushing down, if smush is a word. Okay. So then we take it, cut the very ends off, and then cut it in about a 1/4 inch, a 1/4 to a half, just according on what your family would like. With all the sugar and the peanut butter, it's better to have the smaller pieces because it is filling. This was one of the favorites when we were growing up. Everybody loved potato candy. And the good thing about it, you can cut off as many pieces as you need, and then you can just wrap the rest of it up, put it in the refrigerator, and you can bring it out another day. It will last up to a week in the refrigerator as long as it's covered. So this is potato candy, also called pinwheels. Some people called it pinwheels. Thank you for watching, and we're going to try to do some holiday cooking, so watch for our next video. Thank you.